Hi everyone, welcome to today's live. Hi everyone, welcome to today's live. Let me just position better my microphone over here. Just leave this over here. Hello from Italy. Welcome to today's live. I'm so excited you are here. So today we are diving into the most practical and useful topics. Going to the supermarket in English. So we will go over helpful vocabulary, real life phrases, common expressions, and even some slang you can use while shopping. So this is going to be really fun and perfect for you if you're a beginner or intermediate. So before we started, write in the comments where you're watching from. I see a lot of people over here from Dubai, from people from Italy, from Ecuador. Welcome everyone. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my screen, okay? Let me just make sure everything is ready over here. Over here. Just a moment. All right. All right, so this is what I need to see. Yes, very good. I have a couple of notes as well over here. Let me share my screen over here with everyone. All right, so this is the first page. And over here. So, as I said, we are talking about going to the supermarket in English. And for those who don't know me, I'm Maria. I'm Maria Fielding. I'm from Brazil, and I have been living in the United States since 2016. Okay, and if you are wondering, when I came to the United States, I didn't know English at all. So it was frustrating for me. And once I learned English, then I started feeling confident, but it took a while for me because I wanted to be perfect. And I can tell you guys in another moment about the whole journey, my whole journey. So today we're going to talk about going to the supermarket. Let me already get in the other one. So we are going to learn today new vocabulary. Okay, so you're going to build a supermarket related vocabulary. We are going to practice useful phrases for shopping, and you also are going to understand the slang and informal expressions used in stores. So before we dive into I'd say all the vocabulary words related to supermarket, I have a question for you. When was your last supermarket visit? So when did you go? When was the last time you went to the supermarket? Let me know in the comments. Here in the United States, I would say that my husband and I, we go to the supermarket really often, maybe once or twice a week. So we don't buy a lot of stuff at once. We buy like, you know, we go and then we get some, let's say, produce, that we are going to talk about this word soon. And then we buy milk for the week and so on. In Brazil, when I was living in Brazil, we would buy, we do like a monthly grocery. So it's different here. So most of the people, they go more often to the supermarket, unless you live in a rural area. So you would go less to the supermarket. But if you live close by to a supermarket, so I would say that would go more often. So let me know in the comments. And good morning. I see over here. And I know some things are getting pricey, and fortunately, we either paid for the 2 days ago. Very good. 2 days ago. Awesome. So let me know in the comments, when was your last supermarket visit. Then we're going to go to the next slide over here. All right, so here we are going now to start building our vocabulary, okay, English vocabulary. We are going to talk about produce. Okay, I said that sometimes I go and we just buy produce. We buy fruits and vegetables. Okay, so that is the section. So we're going to talk about supermarket sections. Okay, so you have the produce section and you have the bakery section, where you're going to find bread, cakes, pastries, and many other things. So do you like to go to the bakery section? The produce? What is your favorite section in the supermarket? So produce, bakery, produce, fruit and vegetables, bakery, bread, cakes, pastries, all from Panama. God bless. I have been to the Panama Canal a couple of years ago. I loved Panama. So this is I would say the first slide with already a lot of words over there, vocabulary words, and we are talking about produce, bakery. Produce, now you'll find fruit and vegetables. Anastasia, okay. And then at the bakery, you're going to find bread, cakes, pastries. Now we're going to the dairy section. Let me just find the dairy section over here. So the dairy section, you find milk, cheese, yogurt. I think I prepared, let me see if I prepared a couple of words for the dairy section. No, not that. So you find yogurt, butter, and then we also have the deli section, where you are going to find sliced meats, cheeses, and prepared food. The deli section. From Brazil, Maite. Olá. It's nice having you here, Maite, and everyone else. So, Delhi, okay? Delhi section. So, if you want to buy, um, let's see, cheese, sliced cheese, mozzarella, um, turkey meat, all those things you're going to find at the deli section in the supermarket, okay? And then the next section is the meat or butcher, where you're going to find beef, chicken, pork, seafood. So I see that some people are from Brazil over here. So pretty much this is the section where we would say in Portuguese açougue. Açougue. So the butcher is o açougueiro. And then we have seafood. Seafood, you find fresh fish, shrimp, crab, and many other things related to seafood. Now the next section, supermarket section, is dry goods. Dry goods, you'd find pasta, rice, and this one over here, flour, sugar. And then we also have the beverages section where you're going to find soda, juice, water, coffee. I remember, so I just want to point out this word coffee, because if you don't emphasize, you don't stress the last syllable, you are going to say like cough. So cough is different than coffee. So cough is like cough. Coffee, it's what you drink. Okay. So that is something that in the beginning, I actually, it took longer, like I had hard times, differentiating cough from coffee, coffee, cough, coffee. Okay. All right, from Kazakhstan. Very good. Welcome. So if you have the dry goods section, you also have beverage section. The next section is the snack section. The snack section. A lot of people love this next section. So you're gonna find chips, cookies, candy, chocolates, many popcorns and many other things at the snack section. And then we have the section health and beauty, where you're going to find shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap. I put just toothpaste, but I said also toothbrush because this is a really hard word. These are two hard words for us to learn, because you have to put your tongue between your teeth. So you say toothpaste, toothbrush. So it's really weird, right? Toothpaste, toothbrush. So that's the health and beauty section at the supermarket. And then we said about the snack section. Here in the United States, the snack section is huge. You have so many different types of snacks that is unbelievable. People love snacks over here. So the next section is household items. Household items, where you're gonna find paper towels, paper towels, cleaners, trash bags, toilet papers. Also, I want to say toilet paper because that's something that was harder for me to differentiate, paper towels, toilet papers. So, but you'd find also household items. And then we have international foods where you're going to find items from different countries. So some supermarkets they have international food section. At least we do have over here. So Giant has. So you're going to find a lot of Hispanic, food, Brazilian foods. Publix also has it. In fact, I found over there a Brazilian section. So international foods. The next one is going to be organic foods, where you're going to find healthier or eco-friendly items, or pretty much like we say organic foods, something without pesticides, that you can find organic eggs, the chicken was happy, those things. So you find at the organic food section. And then we also have pet supplies. We're gonna find dog food, cat litters, and also pet toys. The pet supplies. I don't go there because we don't have pets, but you are gonna find the area, this section at the supermarket. The next one, you see there is a lot of new vocabulary words for you guys. So let me know in the comments which one of these words were new for you. And I could go over again. So let me know in the comments. The next one is going to be about baby products. Okay, so you're going to find diapers, baby food, formula. You also have most of supermarkets over here, they do have a pharmacy where you find medicine, vitamins, first aid, and many other things. So baby products, pharmacy. It's baby product section, pharmacy section. And then the last one is going to be you also are going to find what is formula. Okay, it's like milk for babies. So it's a special milk, powdered milk for babies. So especially those babies who are not being breastfed, or who are not breastfed or not breastfeeding. So they have formula. Okay, so special baby food, baby milk. It's kind of imitating or replacing the human's milk, the mother's milk. So it is formula. So the next one that you're going to find at the supermarket is over here. I think is over here. So we have the checkout, okay, and the register. So it's the same. Checkout or register is where you pay, okay, for your grocery. It's usually there is a cashier there. So cashier is the person who works there and who scans your items and takes your payment. A cashier. Oh, your baby ate formula. Okay, yeah. So your baby had formula. Yeah. it is okay. So it is okay. So we have available. Thankfully, we have available. Yeah. So that's the checkout. Okay, this is the area where you go and then you pay for your items. And as I said, usually there is a cashier who is a person working there who will scan your items and takes your payment. Now, we do have a self checkout and it's growing. It's growing a lot, you know. So the self checkout, you scan and pay for your items yourself. Okay, so no cashier needed at this area. So it is a machine with a screen scanner and then also a card reader. So it is faster if you have only a few items and know how to use it. So a lot of people, they love the self checkout because it looks faster if you have few, just a few items. Okay, so checkout register or self checkout. So these I have to say, and let me see over here if what is her name over here? If you agree with me, if you are from Brazil, so we don't have right, Maite. So there is no self checkout in Brazil. Okay, so in the United States, there are many self checkouts, but not in Brazil. I don't know if nowadays um, they have set up there, but as far as I know, just in Brazil we don't have. I think culturally it would be really harder for business owners there to actually keep up, with their revenues because I think a lot of people would not actually pay for the items. Right, Maite? Do you agree with that? Or do you have a couple of supermarkets there that have self checkout? Well, when I was there, I don't remember seeing. And I actually, in the past, I have worked in a supermarket and in Turkey. Okay, so that's great. In Turkey, you do have. Na minha cidade está ficando frequente. Okay, I'm really happy to know that. I've worked as a cashier in the supermarket in Brazil, and at that time we did not have a self checkout. But it's good that you guys are having it. Awesome. Self checkout, very good. Yeah, that's the word. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know, Maite. Thank you so much. Okay, so these are the different ways, to check out your items, self checkout, or you check out with a cashier. Okay. Now we also have. Let me just make sure over here. The self checkout over here. We also have a area in the supermarket called customer service. Okay, customer service is where when you need help with a problem or have a question, that is the place where you're going. What you can do there, so you can return or exchange items, and then you'd say, oh, I'm sorry, I need to exchange or I need to return this item because I bought the wrong size. Or you could ask about store policies. So, how many items can I return at once, let's say? Over here, I don't think there is a maximum of items that you can return because we can return many things over here. Um, You also can pick up online orders. Okay, so you would say, oh, I ordered this online, so I'm here to pick it up. You can also report a problem. So I was charged the wrong price. You could say that, or I paid the price was wrong. So we need to solve this problem. And you can also get a loyalty card or coupon help. So these are things that you can do at the customer service section. You say service, customer service section. Okay, so let's see the next one. There are other ways, of course, to say, to say this thing. So I bought the wrong size. You could say, um, I bought this and I found out that it's damaged, something like that. Also, at the customer service, you could say, let me see over here, let me find over here. So you could use other phrases. So you say, hi, I'd like to return this item. Hello, I'd like to return this item. Can I get a refund? Can I get a refund? So it's like when you want to get your money back. It's like pretty much, can I get my money back? It's a refund. I have a question about my receipt. I have a question about my receipt. And remember, this word receipt is, you don't say. It's like pretty much you forget about, there are silent letters over there. You forget about the p and the p, the it there, and then just say receipt, receipt. Okay. I need help with my online order. You could say that. And do you have a lost and found? If you, let's say, you lost something, at the supermarket, that is the place where that you're going. Is a customer service. Do you have a lost and found? Let me know if you have questions so far, because we are moving on. Okay. And now let's talk about some slangs. Not exactly slangs, but we could say that there are some slangs. So when you go to the supermarket and you say, "Oh, I need just to grab some items," the grab. So the word grab means that you're going to pick something up really quickly. So, let's grab. It's not just supermarket, but you can say, "Oh, let's grab a coffee today." And then it just means that you're going to grab a coffee, just to pick up something, to pick uh, to pick up the coffee, but it's going to be really quickly. It's a way to say that it's going to be quickly. When we also hear or we say that we are out of, that means the item is not available. So, for example, if you ask um, the cashier or customer service, or if you ask a supermarket employee about that product, so, oh, do you have let's say, do you have diapers, size like medium? I didn't find over there. Now they would say, oh, I'm so sorry, we are out of diapers of that size. So that means the item is not available at that moment. So out of. You could also say out of milk, and then it just means that you don't have it. The item is not available. And then checkout, it means to pay. Checkout, pay. Cart, the that you can see over here, I put over there. It's in the US, you hear people saying cart or shopping cart, um, and then in the UK, you're gonna hear people saying trolley, okay, which is the shopping cart as well. Now, this is actually something that I learned a couple of years ago. So, about the BOGO, which is BOGO, BOGO. So, BOGO means buy one, get one. I think this is really interesting. And you see all the time, everywhere, buy one and get one for free. So, BOGO, BOGO is give incentive, for people to buy. Then you a person will pay the person will pay for the price of one, but we get two. Buy one, get one. You see that is BOGO is the B of buy, and then O of one, the word one, and then G get, and then O is also one. So buy one, get one. Then you don't need to be saying all the time, I'll buy one, get one. You just say BOGO, BOGO. Hi. So if you are getting here now, we are talking about essential vocabulary words related to the supermarket, going to the supermarket. Have you heard the word BOGO before? Let me write over here. BOGO. Okay. Buy one, get one. Oh, really, Maite? Sorry that you're leaving. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much, Maite. Especially pharmacy section. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, pharmacy. We have a lot of BOGOs. BOGO, buy one, get one. All right. Thank you for being here, Maite. So we are going now to the next one. Let me see, this was the BOGO. Okay. So at the checkout, so things that happen at the checkout. So the checkout is where you are going to pay for your items, for your groceries. So I wrote over here, this is where customers pay for their groceries. So things that happen or may happen at the checkout. So number one, the cashier scans your items if you are in the normal checkout, where we have a cashier there. Now, if you are in the self checkout, you are going to scan your items. And then you choose your payment method. They say, um, they say just how are you gonna pay for your grocery. Then you say, oh, by card, cash. So you're going to choose your payment method. And number three, you pack your bags or the cashier does. Okay, some places the cashier does. Now, if you just want to do it, quickly, you do it yourself. Okay, and then you're going to take your receipt. All right, so these are some of the things that may happen at the checkout. Okay. Now let's also see a couple of useful phrases, okay, that you're gonna hear at the checkout, okay. Um, you could just say hi, how are you, or hello, how are you doing, what's up, is everything okay? Did you find everything? Some things like that, and then, can I pay with a card? Can I pay with a card? And then do you need a bag? Do you need, the cashier actually may say that, do you need a bag? Because sometimes you can actually, oh no, I brought my own bag. Could say that. Thank you, I brought my own bag. Can I see your ID? So they are gonna ask for your ID over here when you are buying alcohol, okay? Because they don't sell alcohol if you're a minor, okay? You have to be, you know, to have. I think it's 18. I need to see that. I need to ask actually if it is 18. Yeah, I think, or it's 21. I think. Uh, yeah, I need to make sure that because I'm not sure if it is 18. In Brazil, is 18. Let me see over here. What alcohol in the USA? So 21. So pretty much you have to be. There's a minimum legal drinking age, MLDA. So MLDA. I just learned that it's minimal legal drinking age. Minimal legal drinking age. US 21 years old. You have to be 21 years old. Okay, let me send this to you. Okay, now. So pretty much that's how they would actually approach. So can I see your ID? Would you like your receipt? Would you like your receipt? So, but they say it faster. Okay, we US 21, very good. Yeah, in Turkey 18. Yeah, you see. So if I'm not mistaken, Brazil is 18 years old as well. But we know that some people they buy even when they are younger. All right. So the next one is going to be um, more useful vocabulary, which is going to be over here. But these are, yeah. So we have the cashier, as I said. Cashier is the person who scans your items. We also have scanner, which is the machine that reads barcodes, okay? When you go to the supermarket. We have the conveyor belt, where you place your groceries. Also, there is a conveyor belt at the airport when you're going through the security. You have also the conveyor belt to place your suitcase, your carry-ons, at the conveyor belt. We do have also bags, plastic, can be plastic, paper, or reusable bags. I definitely believe that. Oh, that's really good. So she's saying generally we use paper bag for items in the market. That is wonderful because you are helping the environment. Over here, sadly, we still have a lot of plastic bags, okay? And we know where actually all these plastic bags will end up in the future. It's going to be in the ocean, and then that's not good for our marine animals. So if you are able to use paper bags or reusable bags, please do it because you are helping the environment. We do have a beautiful collection, I would say, like of reusable bags where you can actually place them in your grocery cart, and then you just put all your items inside, and it's amazing. So I like those. We have like four. So one is keeps the frozen items, and so on. And then also receipt. Again, receipt. Okay, it's the paper showing what you bought and how much you paid. So receipt. Now we also have. Let me just see if I say over here. I did go through this. Oh yeah, we are in the book layer over here. You're going to hear, and you can also use, some casual English at the supermarket. One of these is all set. So it's not just at supermarket. We are talking today about supermarket, but airports. I work at the airport, so you're gonna hear people. Oh, you're all set. Have a nice day, or have a great day. That means you have everything you need, or you did everything you're supposed to do, and now you can go ahead. So all set, when you say, oh, you're all set, means you have everything you need, or you did everything you were supposed to do. That'll be it. So sometimes a person will ask, uh, anything else? And then you'd say, no, that'll be it. So that means you don't want anything else. That will be it. So this is the contraction for that will be it. So that will be it. That will be it. Pretty much, you put them together. That will be it. That will be it. That will be it. Then you could say keep the change. Keep the change. It depends, because if allowed, you can actually give a tip for the cashier. But I don't think so. A lot of people, they say that they keep the change. Depends, of the supermarket. Let me see. What else do we have over here? Any questions so far, guys? Because I think the next one is gonna be. I think that's it. Yep. I think we should check our receipt every time after shopping. Yes, because sometimes, if you are rushing, you could actually make a mistake. The cashier can make a mistake. Everyone can make a mistake, and then sometimes items are missing, or you paid for more than actually supposed to be paid. So because it's like you see that you have, oh, I bought just one toothpaste, and over here I have two, because like the scanner, you did it twice. Then you have two over there, and you didn't actually pay attention. So it is a good idea to check your receipt every time after you go to the supermarket, or after you go shopping. That's a really good tip. Thank you. Oops. Yeah. So pretty much that's it for today. But I have a couple of upcoming events over here. So we are live ESL lessons, okay? Every Wednesday, okay? So I'd like you guys to join us for every day. If you have not done it yet. I see a lot of people here yeah, you save money. Very good. I see a lot of people here every week, because I'm trying my best to bring you guys, live English classes, focus on real life topics and the practical vocabulary. Now, the speaking part, I know you guys need it a lot, but that would be a lesson that we'll be able to do it on YouTube, because then I can use Zoom there, and you can join the Zoom link. So we could start doing that, but you have to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and then we would be doing that. Now, on Fridays, we have a new podcast episode. So tune in every Friday for our ESL podcast, it's Fielding Learning Podcasts, where we share tips, stories, and lessons to help you improve your English anytime, anywhere, because you can just be driving your car and then listening to the podcast. You can be running, you can be cooking, and many other things, and pretty much improving your English, okay? And stay connected to us, so subscribe to our YouTube channel for weekly videos. class highlights and bonus learning content at fieldingenglish.com. And remember, guys, it's about immersion, not perfection. This is really, let me bring this to you guys, because it's not about perfection, okay? It's just about being connected to each other, learning new culture. That's what makes like our learning journey so special, because you're going to change your life as soon as you become fluent in English. Okay, and let me see over here if we have something else. And then I just have the thank you everyone for tuning in today. That's the wrap up today's lesson. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys learned something new, and feel more confident in now speaking English the next time you are at the grocery store. By the way, if you want to rewatch this lesson or access to all our past lives, so we are going to do a change, okay, to make a change over here. Because they are saved now in our subscription section right here on Instagram. It's only $4.99, $4.99 per month. Okay. And the first 4 subscribers will get 50% lifetime. And you also get 14-day trial, so you can try it out first. On YouTube, we do have, we offer memberships as well, and starting at $3.99, with bonus contents, lives like this, and lessons. So that's the change, okay, that we are making now, is that it's going to be saved, but it's going to be saved on our subscription section. So you can watch anytime or anytime. You can watch when I'm live, but then if you want to rewatch the live in our class, you have to be part of our subscription program, okay? So let me do this over here. Go back. um, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I know it's a big change, but I'm sure that it's gonna be better this way, okay? So because it's like it takes time for me to come here to prepare a lesson for you guys. So I need to pretty much, I would say, make sure that I am getting something. I know I can do it for free, but it's better if I actually get something in return, okay? Because it's my time as well, it's your time, so I want to be here as professional as I can and bringing every time different things for you guys, okay? So I'll leave the subscription link on our stories today. Okay, so thank you so much for being here again. I really appreciated every one of you, every single one. Okay, and if you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat, to use our all social media, okay, platforms, and I'm always happy to answer all the questions, okay? So thank you so much. It's about immersion, not perfection. Bye for now, guys.